just for network problem, we are disconnected each other. So now we are started, that is what is democracy. The shortly definition I'm giving to you on this short video. Democracy is a form of government in which the rulers are elected by the people, not by their own self. So that is called democracy. you know features of democracy means what you see, what type of features you can see, what are characteristics you can see in democracy. We can see the rulers are the election also, the people also, and form of government also. Okay, so first time, the rulers. Who are the rulers? The leaders who are elected by the people, they call rulers. They can take any kind of decision. They can take the major decision for the country, for the nation. They are rulers. uh, they can run on the government to betterment the people. That is rulers. They are elected. You have to remember, they are elected by the people, not by their own self. That is one kind of shortly. Then after election, what is election? Election, shortly if I say, election is a media. Through this election we can choose, we can miss the people, we can choose our leaders who can run on the government, who can make the government, who can form the government. This through this election. Election cannot organized by any political parties. The election commissioners in India and others also, other country, in India basically, election commissioners organize the election, where the opposition party, ruling party, others parties also take part as candidate. If people choose the leaders as majority of the votes, they can make the government or form the government. That is election. The election is a media. Through election we can put the vote. So many questions come. What is election, and who can put the vote, who can take part the candidate. But shortly I can say that 18 years above, in the any adult citizen of India or others nation also, but in India purpose I can say, they can put the vote, and through the vote they can choose the leaders. Uh, that is the election. The people. Who are the people? The people who are more than 18 years above. 18 years, obviously 18 years, like that, obviously 18 years, they are the people, because they have power to put the own vote, to choose the leaders, to form to take part as voter in election. That is called the people in nation. Form of government. Who can form the government after winning the election or contest the election or like that? Then after, these leaders can make the government. Though we can see in democracy one government also. This is the elected government. The people are there. They are elected by the people. And not only that, if they not continues their actual duties, they can lose their position. That is, they can lose their government also, obviously through the election. That is another discussion. But features, that is features. So the rulers, the election, the people, and from the government. After that, the major decision by elected leaders. One point also there in your book. What was happened? One example is given. What? General Parvez Musharraf in 1999 dramatically elected the government and declared himself as chief executive in 1999 in Pakistan. One thing. In 2002, he became president and extended his government next 5 years. After 2002, he started another one law, that is legal framework law. According to his law, he could change any kind of national and provincial assemblies members or like that. So this matter was happened in Pakistan by Parvez Musharraf. As dictatorship, he did all kind of activities. Election also there, but according to himself, he did any kind of activities. So people could not put the vote properly or free and fair. they forcefully put their vote. So media, human rights, they told that this is fraud government. It is not good democratic government. So through this exam we can say when people cannot put the vote properly, when political party cannot take part in this contest of election, when the political parties are not elected by the people, when that they have no rulers like that, so it is not called democracy or democratic government. So through this Pakistan example we can say this is not democracy. Democracy features is others. So one example again. So who can take the major decision? Obviously who are elected by the people, the leaders of the government, they can take the decision of this kind of measure decision they can take. They have power. So what is features? The features we can say that it is also tell that the in this democracy the final decision making power must be rest with this elected by the people. So there is this elected by the people, so these elected people can take the decision. Okay, so this is one kind of feature. Okay, so now another point is shortly discussion, that is free and fair election. Free and fair election purpose, just I have said you, suppose before the election if I looked at the boxes of electoral papers, if I force to the people to put the vote in my favor as candidate in this election, is it called the proper election? Is it called the free and fair election when the people cannot put the vote properly as they wanted or as they want? And not only that, when the as candidate we cannot take part in this election competition, so it is not called a free and fair election when the most of the people cannot put the vote. So this purpose China, Mexico and Fiji, one three examples are given. What? And first China. China's president, shortly I'm going to discuss, you can read in book also. China's president will be created by their Communist Party in China. If any one candidate to take part in this election, they have to pass the approval from this Communist Party in China. Not only that, all executive members they can put the vote. Executive members mean there's an army officer or like that, this kind of who are Communist Party like that. Most of the people, all people, they have no power to put the vote in China. So how can I say that is good democracy in China? Not. Okay. Mexico, Mexico City, election held in after 6 years. In our 5 years, they held after 6 years, 6 years like that. In here, PRI party, that is the Institutional Revolutionary Party. This party, only one party is there. Always this party win the election or like that. Others party cannot cannot take part this election. Not only that, the school, colleges and other employees they forced to put the vote in favor of PRI party. So how you can call that this is good democracy in Mexico? Fiji also there, indigenous Fiji and Indian Fiji also there. Some Indian also they are living there in Fiji, but according to vote purpose, their vote is not as value as indigenous Fijis. So this value, their value is so less. So how can you say that this is good good election or good democracy in Fiji also? You cannot say. So this type of, through this example it is given that where you can see this kind of discrimination in democracy, when you cannot see this kind of features, you can't say this is the democratic nation or democratic government. So obviously democracy means where the people can put the vote and choose the leaders. When as leaders, as candidate, I can take part as candidate in election freely, no one can force to me. If people choose me, so I can win. If not, so I lost my government. Not only after 5 years, if people think that this government is not doing properly or like that, people can change the government also. So who can from the government? Obviously elected leaders, elected political party, they can from the government, and they can run on their decision, they can run on their government also. Hmm. So this is so this is our duty, this is our duty to look this kind of features. Otherwise it is not possible to set democracy. So shortly video I have explained you the matter of Pakistan, matter of China, matter of Fiji. So Fiji, Mexico, China, their features is not properly there, so it is not good democracy in there. In Pakistan also once upon a time, and now it is also elected but not properly like that. Imran Khan also president in Pakistan now this time, but not good. Only terrorists capture all kind of areas and they forced to do their activities in Pakistan also. But in India we have other countries also where this kind of features you can see. So first of all, for important question, what is democracy? That is features of democracy. What is election? Who are rulers? Like that. And then after question might come that might become like through this example of this Fiji or China or what I say, that is Pakistan purpose. So how can you say that it is democracy? Why not? So why not purpose? You have to compare this question with features, then after your answer will be right. So this is the short discussion for you. I hope uh, it will be benefited for you. And not only that, you have to read the chapter, then you can find out the mark the line and write the question, that the features of democracy and what is democracy and what is free and fair election. This is 4 questions I'm giving to you as homework. You have to write at in any time, and you have to submit on today. You have to submit before 7 p.m. Okay, thank you very much.